I turn the music down a little bit. No, it won't be too loud. Welcome in, everybody. It is time for another Wednesday stream here where we've got more ciphers to work at. Now, yesterday's video did give you the key to doing the ciphers. I've still got to do mine today. Shout out to Ashley, by the way. Being a cadet, 18 months. Thank you for supporting my channel, okay? Thank you. Sincerely. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for supporting. So we are going to go through that today. We're going to talk about all the different things you can do and all the different unlocks and all the different events and everything going on. I mean, yeah, Graduate Kid, if you want to post the answers, fine. I told the dev team yesterday, they asked and said, hey, can you please not put out the answers like 11 a.m.? Please wait. So I did. I released it like 6 p.m. my time. Very late video release for me. I did include the key, and I don't plan on making a second video for it today. But yeah, now that y'all have the key and understand how to go through it, and there is a little bit of a deviation. There's a little bit of a deviation, but you get the basics through the key that we had yesterday. It's pretty easy to figure out. Graduate McCade just posted the answers. Now, once again, they made a slight deviation to the key today. And that deviation here, let me pull up my dev notes real quick. They actually gave us the exact of what it was. And since I'm not musical, I'm just gonna have to like quote it basically. But 1 second, unless somebody wants to rattle off what it's called. They had a very specific term of what they use to change it up. I don't know how to describe it because I don't know music. Dang it, and I can't find the message. Where's the message? Hey, Louis, good to see you. How are you doing? I'm looking for the message of what they called it in terms of the pattern that they went through. Oh my goodness. Caesar Cipher. Yes, that. Thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for. The Caesar Cipher. It's something to do with an old Roman leader. That was the hint. And I don't know music, y'all. I'm just being honest. I was that guy who played chord on guitar. So no idea about any of that. So the Caesar Cipher, they made a slight adjustment to it, but still easy enough to complete. For those who are watching right now, I'll go ahead and go through the answers. The first system is EOJUR, E-O-J-U-R, I believe. And I'm gonna head there now. But yeah, this is not, like I said, and I said this in the video yesterday, I appreciate the amount of effort and thought going into this. Even though it's something above my pay scale, there's somebody here that can help us, and credit to all those who are helping. And thank you, Louise. I appreciate that. Good afternoon, Bobby. How are you doing? How much is full cloaking for the auger? Cloaking is always going to run about 25% of what the ship itself costs. So the ship itself costs. Mike, what are you asking about? Are you asking about the Ortegas and Uhura thing? Are you asking about the Ortegas and Uhura thing? Destroy Explorer, hostiles with battleships. Better have a battleship. Better have a battleship. Oh, this meta? What about it? The Caesar Cipher has nothing to do with music, just another layer of complication they added to yesterday's code. Cool. I, Jadzia, honestly don't know. Like, it's just not my thing. There's just some things that Rav just doesn't know. Like, one, why the hell is this Deuce shooting freaking phasers? Real quick, Star Trek Fleet Command people, Romulan warbirds don't use phasers. They use plasma-based weapons. They do not use phasers. It's not accurate. It's not accurate. That's not okay. Anyway, I've been nitpicking a lot. The fact that Pike's frame is Lieutenant Commander, there was typos everywhere. Correct. They have disruptors, but there's also, they do have a plasma beam on the nose of the Deuce. But anyway, just little things been bugging me. Like, can you get the small details right in Star Trek? We're very picky. We're very picky about our details. Yeah. Scopely logic, exactly. Yeah, so you do what you gotta do. A Caesar Cipher is when you shift the letters a predetermined amount. Cool. Now I know what that means. I had no idea. Oh, joy, another example of STFC and Scope not understanding their IP. Well, I mean, whatever. What else? Let's go over our thoughts. I feel like we're starting the rabbit trail a little bit early. Let's focus our thoughts. And Laura, I'm glad you appreciate the show. I appreciate you. So, got to focus our thoughts. I want to go through collecting all my things while we do that process. But yeah, it's honestly, I'm gonna say this, personal opinion. I know people are talking about lag right now. In terms of bugs and problems, this has been one of the smoother ARC launches in a while. It's the smoother month launches in a while. It obviously hasn't been perfect, but it hasn't been game breaking, which is rare. So, and I haven't had any lag so far on server 20. I've been playing since yesterday. So I think that's a positive that needs to get discussed. And, you know, we haven't had a lot of mistakes. The events have been launching correctly. Scoring has been working tentatively. I will agree that all the red pips are hella annoying. We've already made memes about it. We've already passed it up to them. We told them like, this was stupid. Why'd you do this? Go back. But smooth launch. How are you able to play? A lot of servers are experiencing huge lag right now. Not my servers. Neither of my US servers have any lag right now. That is usually a lot of times if it's split up, it could be an AWS issue. So Amazon Web Services, which is who they use to host the game, but I don't know. I know it's not universal right now, but there's no lag on any account that I'm currently playing. And yeah, and as people are talking in the chat, all the US servers are saying they're fine, and then people in the EU servers are saying there's issues. So it could be something specific to that set of servers right now. That doesn't mean that there is no lag. It just means that I'm not experiencing it. So all I can say is make sure you're putting in a ticket. And if you are doing that, I can try to pass up to them, hey, I'm talking to my players. They're having an issue here, here, and here. Can we look into it? So see, so we've had at least 24 US servers already sound off that they have no lag so far. So if there's lag specifically in the EU region, then we need to look into that and see what's causing that. So once again, I'm never trying to call somebody a liar. That's not my goal here. Simply to point out, it can vary. So lag sucks. Yeah, I see a lot of EU servers rattling off lag right now. So it means it's something we need to look into. And what I can say is if you hit me up on Discord, these are the type of things, specifically do it in our channels. That'd be easier than message me privately, because as of me starting this video, I have got 30 something messages to go through from DMs. So we're going to work through all that. But what I'm saying is report these bugs and we can try to get them, pushed up if they're not aware of them. And that's part of our goal. Yeah, Daniel, 63 is one of the servers I play on. So that's why I was saying neither of my servers have experienced that problem yet. Thank you, Zach. I do try to respond to everybody that messages me. I will say that sometimes people fall through the cracks. Just hit me up again. I will try to message everybody back. Doesn't matter if 200 people hit me up in a day. I try to talk to everybody. Can we also be grateful for, at least for now, we'll get a month of the Armada specific events. Y'all are going to hate me for this. I actually like having at least one Armada event a month. I do. I mean, sorry, I do. But yeah, I definitely understand that people need a break. Some people need a break. I get that. I actually like having an Armada set a month. It makes it easier for me to prepare for and plan. It gives me something I know I can do, but that's me. One is okay. I am not advocating for 3 or 5 or 7, but one Armada event I like having. Stranger Worlds is not compared to PMC. PMC I can punch up. Stranger Worlds seems like hostile power has to be similar to mine. It depends on the stats you're able to pull, Drew, as well as a couple other factors. But PMC is definitely the meta for hostiles levels 1 through 51. And that was not intended to change. Stranger Worlds was not meant to come and replace PMC for like a level 34 player hitting traders. That was not their intention. Now, it doesn't mean you can't use them as like a secondary crew, but they were not designed to be better than Pipe Morochan. They were designed to give a high level grinding team as well as help lower level grinding. Does that make sense? Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. I enjoy the Armada events themselves, but I hate the grind for some of them like Eclipse. See, I'm kind of on the fence about that. The reason being is it's easy to source Eclipse Armadas. And this is a guy who's anti-Stella. It's easy to source Eclipse Armadas, and it provides some parity. I do agree that it can get really clustered in some servers where it's difficult to complete those events, and that's completely valid. But there's also a tendency for us to be really harsh on something that isn't meant to be instantaneous and easy. It is going to be a little bit of a grind through. And I think sometimes we forget that. But the stream window is hiding the extra pips. Oh, don't worry. They know. We know. All the pips are bad. Like, if I click my alliance, I was pointing them like, why do I need this pip? Why do I need this? I just need the ones I need. Like, what? I don't need to come in here and be reminded of things that, like shields I can buy. Yay, I can buy a 7-day shield. Whoop-de frickin' do. Whoop-de frickin' do. Everything having a shield is just hella annoying. All right, so we finished part 1 of this event. We're doing the Cipher here in the background. Like I said, they did make a slight change. Thank y'all for pointing out what that change is called, the Caesar Cipher. It still is the same basic format, but I'm going through the systems. The first one is Eoger. The second is Vogum. So why not actually ask a user experience person stuff? Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Ask me whatever you want. Ask me whatever you want. Is Talon effective with Spike and Strange New World Spock, or would you use someone else? So Lost depends on what we're doing, what crews that you have. In general, can you run Strange New World Pike, Strange New World Spock, and Talon? You can, to some degree of effect. Remember that Talon by herself is not very powerful. And even running Pike Moreau with her, the original Pike Moreau, she only gets you, what, 74% damage reduction compared to 96% with Jin. So you can do that, but there's probably gonna be something more optimal to run. And I would also argue, depending on the hostile, you're gonna want a full synergy Strange New World crew. As I pointed out in the video, the Strange New World Pike, Captain's ability, loves full synergy, making you a much stronger player with full synergy. You really wanna try to do that. So Neil, in yesterday's video, I posted the tool for decoding the Cipher, and that has basically not changed. There's a slight change in today's version. So this was the cheat sheet for yesterday. The cheat sheet is still accurate to a degree. It needs to change slightly. I think somebody posted the new one in my Discord. I can throw up real quick. All that they did is back up, was it 3 spots? They backed up, something like that. They changed it. Here, let me see. I'm gonna save this picture from out of my Discord where somebody put up the new one. I think this is accurate, so give me just a second. Just a second. So if I put, let me see, this one, I'm grabbing it. Now y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm pretty sure this is the new setup. Sorry, my OCD demands that it be even on the screen. Bloop. All right. I believe this is the new one. I believe this is right. So the one on the right is the original Cipher for yesterday's version. And then the one right above, it shifts by 3. So you just go backwards 3 letters for whatever it was. And that's how you're running through it. So there you go. This is the original. And then this is the new strat. So all of this hopefully gives you what you need and what you're looking for to answer. So, or forward 3, my bad. I think it said backwards. Forward 3. Either way, right here. There you go. And we have this posted in my Discord if anybody needs help with it. I'm also just giving away the answers today. The 4 systems you're going towards. The first one is Eoger, E-O-J-U-R, Vogum, V-O-G-U-M, Zabek, X-A-B-E-K, and then Rigel, R-I-G-E-L. So there's your answers. Those are the 4 systems. I have no problem giving those out. And hopefully that helps, as I'm also completing this in the background for myself. So yeah, no problem, Neil. That's what I'm here for as a content creator, is to help y'all with these. Because look, I love these scrambled communications. Sometimes they're difficult. I mean, to me, this was harder than Klingon because I don't know music, but I've got a Klingon dictionary. I know the letters and stuff. Like, I can do that. I don't know music. So I was left this one completely reliant on the dev team / players to create these resources, because I had no clue. Like, I can help you with Klingon. I've dropped Klingon hits, but I had no idea when it came to like doing music. I was like, small brain, Rev small brain. Found Strange New World Pike, Strange New World Spock, and Jayla best for swarms. A few more kills than PMJ or PMT. It's a kindness that will vary. From my personal testing, PMJ outperformed, but it varies on what you're testing. So when it comes to Strange New World Pike, the higher level the swarm, the better they're going to do, especially against swarms 50 and higher. Swarms 50, Strange New Worlds always outperformed any other crew. I was going and testing against the 43s. I was still doing slightly better with PMJ. It depends on which hostile you were hitting. Now, depending on that, you could have better results. It's just good to know where that starts to take effect. The high 40 swarms, for example, and the 50 swarms, you'll start noticing a difference. The lower swarms, you're still probably gonna have better with Pipe Monroe Jayla. Just like Pipe Monroe Jayla doesn't work that great against like the 32 swarms versus Pipe Monroe Talon. So it kind of staggers depending on the whole health of the hostile, the mitigation stats of the hostile, and you go from there. Sorry, I think I missed it or you have an answer. Can you let me know if you have any advice for managing multiple accounts? Time-wise, I've learned so much I want to restart. Well, time-wise, that's not something I can help too much with. I mean, you can try to organize your days in a way that is as efficient as possible. I'll say that as a content creator, I struggle to run 2 accounts. Now, granted, I'm making content, I'm in meetings with, the overlords and trying to convince them to make a good game, but it's still something that you've got to find a balance for yourself. How I do it is I use BlueStacks, which is a Android emulator on PC. And with that, I can have the multi-instance manager, allowing me to run multiple accounts on one device. You can also have multiple Scopely IDs and do that with the PC client, but it's a little bit more convoluted. The other option is, as Lost Soul put out, have multiple devices, like one iPad and one iPhone, and just play on either one of those. You think it's worth to put frequently modulators into Mark 11? You mean the Mark 2s? If I don't have Pipe Monroe Talon yet, is Strange New World Pike and Spock with Talon better than Cadet Crew or TNG Crew? So I'm assuming you mean Strange New World Spock and not just Pike and Spock. So can you clarify that for me first, Daniel? Can you clarify that for me first? Because I'm never going to tell you to run Strange New World Pike with like Kelvin Spock. We have a lot of Spocks now. A lot of Spocks. So many Spocks. So many Spocks. So I want to clarify that first. Kenny says, music I play by ear, although I know chords, I cannot read music. So thanks to those who worked it out and gave us the answers. Yeah, big thank you. Big thank you. Huge thank you. Strange New World Pike. Okay. So if you don't have Pipe Monroe, yes, and I haven't tested that, but I'm trying to rough math it in my head. Yes, the Strange New World crew should be superior to low-level swarms versus the cadets. I haven't run that specifically though. I haven't. I'm just be honest with you. But in theory, yes. In my head math, it should do better than the cadets. It should not do better than Pipe Monroe Talon maxed at against the 32s. But they should be a good bit superior to the cadets. Joseph, if you have, feel free to share. I'm simply doing game math in my head. I haven't actually run those tests. So as with most codes, once you have the key, it's just a matter of trying to figure it out. That's where Scopely could have been a bit better in terms of sharing how to find said key. Look, I'll say this. In terms of, if you're talking about the Cipher, the hint they gave was definitely hidden. This was the hint. And they included it in the bottom behind the freaking timer of the back here. They included the hint, but they basically hid the hint. And it did take people a while to figure it out. I appreciate them providing a hint, but it was a little bit difficult to get to that. Once you got to that point though, it was easier for everybody to immediately go, bam, we got it. We know what we're doing. I know it's a month away, but will we see Strange New World Nurse Chapel as an officer? And very crucial question, why does level 39 player still enemy with any faction? No idea what your second question means, Cryo, and obviously I cannot answer anything about next month's content. So I cannot confirm or deny anything you're asking is going to be there. Can you describe what value, if any, from recruiting Uhura and Ortegas? Yeah, Jeffrey, hostile grinding. Exactly what they're designed for. So it's really weird to say this. The officer that is valuable or has the least value in this month is the Epic. I like number one. I like Una. But in terms of the meta of this game, Ortega and Uhura are better officers. And Dale, the reason there's music in an event is because it coincides with a Strange New World episode. That's why. So if you haven't watched Strange New World, that's a semi-spoiler. Great episode. I actually made a video about that episode. I think it was episode 2 for Strange New Worlds. That's why. But they are very important for your hostile grinding set, especially for later in the game. I didn't get Strange New World Pike, so is it worth it to go hard for the rare? In my opinion, yes. You're going to want this set, whether you get them now or later. Whether you get them now or later, you're going to want this set. So balance that out with yourself. You know, I think that if you don't get it, I think you'd probably be upset with yourself for not eventually getting. The fact that I've got a freaking red pip on my exocomps, I realize I can do exocomps, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Jesus. Can you get some advice for level 37 with triple faction lock? Go to level 39. That's the advice. Go to level 39. Level 37 is kind of a dead space. There's nothing there. Should we expect an ARC store soon or a way to store Strange New World officers? I miss Pike by 9 shards. I hope so. I don't have the answer to that. I don't have the answer about an event store or anything. I can tell you that DS9's around the corner. I can tell you that the plan is for Strange New Worlds to have a lot of good content and be a fully fleshed out arc. But I can't talk about upcoming content. That's one of their rules. So can't share some things. The argument for Una is she'll speed up hostile grinding while also giving synergy. I get that, but at the same time, she's an epic. And I'm not saying that she has no value. But when we're talking about cards that have value, as an epic officer, you better do more than just be giving me synergy and impulse speed. Cool, I guess. Are new rares good tier 1 or do the new rares need to be tiered up? So depending on what you're fighting, they're all good tier 1, just like Strange New World Spock was. Tiering them up is obviously much more preferred. Riggs, Diddy. Riggs, if you can send me a screenshot of that on Discord, we'll talk about it. Will the Strange New World Uhura plus Pike Captain and Synergy be competitive for board probe grinding according to your quick math? Yes. Yes, they will be. You and DJ really on opposite sides of the officers this month? I'm aware. Just like we're on opposite sides of how we view incursions. I don't place a lot of personal value in synergy and a tier 1 impulse boost. But keep in mind that DJ caters to a different player, and he's also a different player himself. You know, and this is not an insult in any way, but DJ is a much closer player to spenders. Not only working with spenders, but being a spender himself. It's far more likely that DJ is going to run with tier 2, tier 3 Unas. So that's the perspective that he comes from. And that's good. You need to have multiple perspectives. My people, all of y'all, the 378 watching, most of y'all watching, if you even get Una, are going to have tier 1 for probably a year or more. Just like most of you who got Picard have got tier 1 and haven't upgraded him. In theory, maxed Picard is super superior to Max Pike in Pike Moreau Chin versus Picard Beverly Chin. But how many of you out there as an average player have come even close to maxing that out? So that's where I come from. It's not that I don't see value. It's just that value is relative. And by the way, Kirk, we talked about the answers. I'll post them there, but yeah, it's not that DJ side's even wrong. It's simply multiple perspectives because your gameplay is not the same depending on the style of player that you are. You know, even me, At level 42, I am much closer to a free-to-play player than I am a spender. And a lot of my account is more relatable. You take a look at some of my big officers like Kang. I preach the importance of the Trinity all the time. I preach the importance of the Trinity. My Trinity's not maxed. So, and that's 3+ years of gameplay. I've not maxed out my Trinity. Now, could I, if I just went hardcore into transporter patterns, max out Kang? Yes, but it's simply a different perspective. Now, that doesn't make DJ wrong, not at all. But it simply is something that you have to compare your playstyle to. If your playstyle is closer to a light spender / free to play, are you going to find value in going hardcore after an Una in incursion events? Or is it going to be better to pick up, Ortega and Uhura? What do you think lag will be when incursions roll out? They've supposedly prepared very heavily for it. We'll see. I'm trying to be positive. Has there ever been an arc before this one where Scopely changed the officer tokens from one month to another? What do you mean, Jimmy? If there is an event store, can you start bugging them now about adding refit skins? I will not bug them about that until we get there, just because honestly, there's too many other things to bug them. What else do we have here in questions? Anyway, I just went on like a mini tangent because sometimes people will think that me and DJ are disagreeing with each other or that we're against each other, and that's not the case. It's just it's a perspective thing. Is there any news of a multi-phasic officer pack? No, not that I'm aware of in terms of getting added. Now, something that we can go ask them about, but no, I haven't heard one about Strange New Worlds, which would fit the theme that we've had. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm ready to go to level 42, still working towards ROM commended. Should I wait for the commended status for leveling? If you're ready to go, I would say go during a spend event. During a spend event. Now, today is Wednesday. This is not a spend event. Well, I'm sorry, there is a spend event. I'm sorry. I was thinking on the weekend. So if you want to go after the first spend event, be my guest. But can we assume ticketed events will come this weekend? We don't have the details in the event calendar. That is something that they should have added to the calendar, but we will be doing ticketed events this month. Here, let me pull up my cheat sheet. I've got my cheat sheet. Hold on. Let me find my cheat sheet. Sorry, I'm looking through the sheet calendar they sent us. And heavy hitter, incursions. Real curious how this recruit Ortega and Uhura thing is going to be, because it's set to be 6 through 9. And this is obviously just the 6th. Okay, well, let me check my pose. Okay, don't actually. I will follow up that. Follow up with me on that on Discord. Okay. Are Cerritos worth $50? Would you invest in it? Personally, I'm not going to. I like a lot of the refits. I'm not going to invest in the Cerritos refit. But I just don't find the value for it personally. I would like that to be in an event store or something that I can pick up. Great homage to Lower Decks. Math question. For research, we get different points in events. Any clue how that works? Would like to know beforehand. What do you mean, Marius? Which event are you talking about? And hey, Professor Hulk, how you doing? I'm fine with incursions as a concept, as an idea. The thing that has me worried is possible game-breaking bugs, losing ships, stranded, etc. Now here's the thing, Wolf. If none of that happens, are you okay? Like, do you enjoy it? Because if they manage to pull off a, maybe not perfect, but even well rolled out incursion, are you equally as frustrated? Is it the events that is going to make incursions bad, or is it the potential for breaking the game that makes incursions bad? Legitimate question. What makes incursions a potential bomb? Is it because it's going to cause game breaking lag, or is it the events themselves? So Receiving the increase to the refinery is coming. I can't give you a specific date. I can tell you it is very soon, but I don't know. There's a lot of people who got frustrated that it didn't happen yesterday, and I never said it was happening the Tuesday that the ARC dropped, but it is happening. I can't give you the specific date because that's against the rules, but it is happening. It is happening. So Garage McKay says both. Mihai says possible lag and bugs, etc. Forbes says, what's the best way to report a bug? The best way to report bugs is through the customer support panel and going through the help desk. You can also just report them to moderators in the official Discord or to content creators in their Discord or even in the official Discord. Jesus says the problem is going to be not well thought out event / scoring mechanic. Fair enough. And I think that, why did I send the Valdor? That's not what you do swarms with, you idiot. Stupid Rev. There's a research event. Tell me what research you have ongoing to give you how many points. So, Marius, go to stfc.space and it will tell you the amount of power and such that you get per research. stfc.space. The hit ranges are why you won't engage in incursions. Yeah, Miss Laura, you said that before. Personally, I don't mind the hit ranges, but that's a personal opinion. But I get that. And I think that if you have nobody to play with in your range that you feel is competitive, you're less likely to want to engage. And that makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Will they increase officer sourcing for specific generations at some point like Discovery? Yes. Do I have the answers of what all that looks like? No. But I know the answer is yes. They've done that for all series, but they can take 6 to 12 months to do that. You know, you look at some of them getting added sooner than later. So you've got like all the TOS officers and stuff get thrown in here, but they really need to improve the drop rate from 12 shards to like 15. You really need to improve that. Really need to improve that. Like this. Nope. Any concern that this new incursion will open the door to more permanent server transfers above? I don't know if a concern's the right word. Could they do it if they wanted to? Short answer, y'all. If they want to do that, they 100% can do it. They 100% can do it. It's just will they? Laura says, I want a chance to win a PvP battle. You can't win if somebody 10 levels ahead of you is hitting you. Disagree with that. Have done it personally several times. Can definitely win. It's obviously a lot harder, but it definitely is possible. Is that something Scopely is engaging with, increasing the number of shards per pull? Potentially, yes. It's something that's discussed. Is it something that I can tell you is like for sure coming? Like, yo, good news? No. But is it being discussed? Yes. Officer sourcing is part of a constant communication thing that they're going with not only the survey team, the feedback that y'all give moderators and content creators, but amongst themselves. Yeah, you see, we've been talking about it. Lag seems to be mostly on EU servers, not on US servers. Have pushed it up to the devs. I actually was just in, while we're doing this, I actually just typed in our dev chat at 12:45 my time, so 5 minutes ago, about that. So passing it up, passing it on. Would love to see a permanent open conduit to a server hop. I mean, that would be like server merging without server merging, right? Server merging without server merging. During disco PvP events, I've taken out level 50 plus discos with my Ops 39. Yeah, it definitely depends on the event and the scoring metric, but a lot of it's going to be very specific. Obviously, if we're just speaking generically, a level 52 will wipe the map with Rev at level 42, but I can definitely beat them depending on certain situations. Any idea why the bonus refinery is only towards materials and not other types? That's just because it's always been like that. Now, it is something that I've been bringing up recently to try to get them to change. I do want them to adjust that, but that's simply how it's been. And I'm hoping to get some change, like I said, but that's just because it's been that way forever, and hopefully we can add to it. How do you feel about suicide bombing a ship till you win? Would you use those tactics? 100% yes, and have encouraged that tactic. You know, a lot of it, how I like to determine wins is it's not just who wins the battle log, but you take, for example, repair cost. For me to repair my Valdor, 15 million. Let's say in theory, it would cost me 10 Valdor deaths to destroy your Hegtile, like a baby Hegtile. A baby Hegtile is going to cost hundreds of millions of titanium to repair. So what's the value there? It might cost me 150 million to repair, but if it costs you 300 million to repair, I feel like I came out better, even though I lost time and speed ups. But that's a perspective thing. And it's going to, once again, it's kind of like base rating. We do the same thing. Like if it's going to take me 50 hits to crack your base, that's fine if I can loot resources out of it. There's got to be a balance there for your value. Yeah, Daniel, exactly. I can only tell you soon. I've been working on the refinery stuff with Eco and the team for a while now. I personally cannot tell you. Now, if a Scopely employee tells you it's coming at this time, cool. Rev can't. Rev's not doing it. Rev's not going to get in trouble. But how much titanium do I need to max the Enterprise? Maxing the Enterprise will run you, I believe, 3 billion, not counting efficiency researches. Let me double check on that real quick for you. All right, maximum cost of an Enterprise is... What? That's not right. 10 billion titanium? That sounds high. Maybe I was thinking about what it cost me after my efficiency researches. Yeah, I think I was thinking about what it was after my efficiency researches. But yeah, 10 billion raw. 10 billion raw. I agree repair cost is a good determining factor to decide win or lose. Yeah, but look, there's going to be those players who, to them, winning and losing is just battle log, scoreboard. And that's what they're going to say, scoreboard, scoreboard, and that's fine. It's, you don't have to agree on what's valuable to you. What is your opinion on the Recruit Ortega's Explorer HH? Seems like a lot of time for a 43 player. Yes. Now mine, you might have gone a bracket above me. Let me check. Yeah, mine's 76, so 43. And this is one reason that like when I do my camping at 42 video, I'm very picky about when I say go up. Don't really get a benefit of going to 43 for anything, but your leaderboards and your brackets get worse. But at 42, 76K is still a lot, but nothing's really changed. By the way, Captain Zap, thank you for supporting the channel. Got a Kelvin, really, really happy for you. I love to get my new ship, the Valdor, and I can't wait to get to 46 to get my Pylum and my Coronar. I'm gonna get both of those. But yeah, so yeah, is it a lot? Yes. How much do you really want 2 Ortega shards? Granted, there's some resources there. How much do you really want Ortega shards? You gotta really want it. You gotta really want it. Now, see people mention bonus refinery. I told y'all bonus refineries would come towards the weekend. So there is a bonus refinery starting it up right there. Bloop, bloop, and bloop, bloop. Starting up in less than a day. So it'll be Thursday and run through Saturday, I think. Thursday, run through Saturday, or no. It'll be Thursday and Friday. It'll run Thursday and Friday. Technically, it's 6, 2 for the even, and 4 for the second. Even that gains power from the first. Okay. Hey, Aaron, thank you for being a cadet supported and joining the channel support. I greatly appreciate that. Now, let me go back to that scoring metric real quickly. If I go and find explorers, honestly, I don't know how much I'm incentivized to actually complete this. To be completely honest, I don't know how much I actually want to do it. Anybody real quick? I think explorers are maybe in Ruaria. Maybe I have to go find some explorers. Doomsday worms. I'd like to get to overlap, so I'd like there to be some rep grind as well in that. What's up with everything you can click on in game? Look, Mark, don't worry. We've all complained about the pips and the red notifications. We hate that update. It has been, I feel like, unanimously sent to them that we hate this update. So, hey, my auger is a good battleship starbase. How dare you? Thank you for the info on dual factions. What rep level would you start seeing the dailies for the other factions? So your faction dailies are based on your rep, not your level. Now, level does affect some of them, but that's affected, or that is determined by your rep. So, finish mine with Stella grinding worms. Does it need a level of? Yeah, that works. For me, I like there to be a balance in terms of I'm doing multiple things at once. So if I'm doing it against Federation patrols, I'm also getting my dailies done. So yeah, Doug, I'm aware. I'm aware. Remember, bonus refinery every month. I told y'all. No longer is it a surprise. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. All right, blow that one up and get some points. Get some points. How's the family? Family's good, Zulu. Thank you for asking. Really hard to get 697,000 points with an auger. Well, I don't need to get 697,000 points. I only need to get 76,000. Jeffrey, you'll get the ability to build the new building when the incursion events roll out. So just stay patient, my friend. Stay saucy. How far will a T9 Enterprise get you in the 40s for dailies? You could technically ride a max Enterprise all the way level 46 for your dailies if you wanted to. If you wanted to. Drew, if you're looking for Cash App, here is the donate, has all of them. I appreciate you wanting to do that. Yes, I'm in the new studio, Tiberius. Completely out of the old house. Pedro, I don't know if I can get you a weekly Parabellum. I do believe I'm going to get you more than one Parabellum this month though. So be happy about that. I believe I'm getting you one more Parabellum this month. I'm trying. Seem to have good feedback from that yesterday. Is there any talk of being able to control more than one ship at a time? This is called Fleet Command after all. You can already do that. I've got 2 ships out now. 2 ships doing 2 different things. What do you mean? Don't need to stress about the Valdor coming about till later. We'll camp for a while. Yeah, look, the reason I get a ship at the 42 range is because it takes so long to get to 46. It's just fun to have a new ship. I like having my Valdor. Do I need it? I honestly don't. I can use it for PvP and Armadas. Do I need it? Nah. But did I want it? Yes. Do I regret getting it? Not at all. Do you need to complete it? To complete the meta and all? What are you talking about, Daniel? Complete what? Complete what? All right. Offer for you to move to Romania still stands. I just upgraded my internet to 1.8 gigabyte for $7 US. Holy crap. That is a tempting offer. I've got a family of 5. I'd have to move over. We need a Parabellum event where crystal and ore is the main material game. I mean, you can make an argument for that. You've got an ore one already, which is ISS Jelly Brawl. Now, it's not Parabellum in that it pays you out Latinum, but it does give you a level 39 player the ability to source materials. Primarily, gas ore, and then you've got Parabellum. So, happy to hear that, Deuce. Happy to hear that. It's also why I tell people, never skip the ISS Jelly. If for no other reason, to simply unlock the the Jelly Brawl event, you definitely want to get that event. And that Jelly Brawl is the reason I was able to fly up to 42 really fast. I had all the uncommons and stuff I needed because of that event. So if you combine that with scrapping ships, which I was scrapping legionaries, I did not max out my auger because I wanted to save some of those resources for scrapping. It ended up working out for me. Can't do Jelly Brawl without a jelly, and on some servers, the whales always take the event. Remember, Eric, there are other ways to get the ISS Jelly. If you have a tier 3 territory, get your alliance to activate the service, use Isogen to get shards. Also remember that you can get them in Armada chest. So, yes, Wicked, always do full pulls with the bonus refinery because it's guaranteed uncommons and rare. So even if it's not super efficient, you always pull as big as possible to try to get as much as possible. Have they shortened the time it takes to get a second ship in a system without being chased? There's been no changes to that mechanic that I'm aware of. Have an idea to set up a PvP Armada type? Yeah, already been suggested. Originally, Armadas were discussed as a PvP mechanic, and it's getting it back to that. So, just imagine how much more money you could give Scopely if you moved here. Now, I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to give Scopely more money. Am I locked in to the 1750 pull during bonus refinery as an ops 20, or can I get it? So you are locked into the lowest option that you can get without leveling up. So You're locked into the lowest option possible. We go back over here, keep our grinding going. Yes, Tular, we have passed that up. Sheldon, you can just see it in your refinery, man. Yeah. Rev's bonus refinery goal was completed. We now have a monthly bonus refinery. Talking about possibly bidding higher level ships. I watched one of your videos where IA took the base raid from you and you were being a pest. And that's a long time ago. Considering I'm in IA now. But yeah, dude, it's all about what is fun for you in the game. And for me, there's layers to fun, you know? Hey, Dolfo, how you doing? Why can't they put the ISS Jelly in the away team store to get more players in the 40s? The away team store shows faction ships. That's the answer. It's because it's set up as an alternate mechanic to help you source faction ships. The ISS Jelly is not a faction ship. So that's why. The ISS Jelly is technically a specialty ship. What else we got here in the question boxes? Already saved my weekly Allegiance tokens to open up level 23. Is there any benefit to also saving the badges? No, always open up the 7 days. Every time you get to them, open up the 7 days, get that photon token. And if you want to save up to 30 days, go for it. But always turn in your 7 day. There's no benefit to saving them. And there's a cooldown on the 7 day chest. There is a cooldown on this chest. So you don't want to have too many hoarded up because you will get slowed down. What's your next goal now that you finish your goal in regular bonus refineries? Great question. My next goal is, I actually have a few of them. I want to get Swarm Sunday adjusted. I want to get the PvE and PvP chest adjusted. And I also have a couple of other minor things I want to work on. My biggest things were refinery improvements, which I am going to keep pushing for more of those. The refinery improvements coming are good. I don't think it's enough. That's fine. That's not a negative. It's just that it's going to be incremental. So we're going to keep pushing for more. That doesn't mean I'm disappointed at all. I actually am happy, but I still want more. And getting my bonus refinery every month is huge. But there are other things that I want to work on now that I haven't gotten to focus on for a while. So G4 Armada pools is another thing that's high on the priority list for needing to get fixed. You know, it's Maurice, thank you so much. Movie Romania, thanks for all you do. Look, thank you so much, Marius, for donating to the channel. If y'all want to donate, look, we got PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. All of it's appreciated, not required, but content creators can't make it unless you help us out. So thank you so much. Also, got to give a huge shout out to, I want to see if you put a name. Shout out to server 120 and Usman. Thank you for donating to me and my family. Sincerely, that is incredibly generous and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Sincerely. Usman, that was very, very nice of you. And also you as well, Marius. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. D Space 9, are they going to put in the game? They are, Elliot. D Space 9 is coming maybe soon. Keep your eyes peeled. D Space 9 is coming. Keep your eyes peeled. Here, I'll even put this on the screen real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a moment. Where's it at? Where did I put it? Oh, dang. I forgot where I put that. Anyway, one of the devs hinted to y'all in the public or the official Discord that it could potentially be coming after Strange New Worlds. We'll have to wait and see. Will there be additions to the Abyss store, or are these the only options for the Strange token? For now, those are your options. Here we go. Up here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, I saw the red reticle and I had to do a full stop. With bonus refineries coming more regularly, any chance of an increase in Borg warp tokens? Not that I'm aware of, no. I still don't even see the point in those systems, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, Marius, we've reported that the EU servers are all experiencing a very high amount of lag right now. We have reported that all the EU servers are having high lag. Has been reported to the dev team. I can't stop whatever they do on D Space 9, man. I'm not a game designer. I can only try to critique and provide input when requested. What tier is your auger? Tier 8. Tier 8. I'm using a tier 8 auger. And like I said, because I have a max chin, I'm running Pipe Moreau. it pretty easily goes through all these low deep space armadas. I think this battle pass has good value. It's the same battle pass value that basically every month has. Yeah, I mean, it's the exact same as almost all the others. The even milestones, some people might not like the even milestones because those are what's going to vary month to month. But in terms of the odds, which is the main reason I get the battle pass, still good value. How much do they listen to you and the other CC's feedback when you have free ARC previews and discussion? Depends on the ARC runner, to be honest with you. Some ARC runners are more open to changes and feedback than others are. Some have created their system and they're going to run it no matter what. And if there's a problem, they adjust post-problem. Some of them listen to feedback and say, hey, maybe you're right. We'll adjust this leading forward and see if this is better. Appreciate that, Usay. I will check it after the stream. And baby's doing well. Baby is still waiting to, well, wait. Actually, I think today is a week. Isn't today a week since the baby was born? I think he was born last Wednesday. Damn, time flies. Holy crap. Time flies. Yeah, he's 1 week old. Wow. I can't believe it. That's literally, I'm just sitting here going, whoa. Thanks. Time flies. My son just turned 5. My daughter just turned 2. And now my second son just turned a week. The RNG gods are hating me right now. I'm very close to building my Newton, and with these Triumph tokens, I got the good pull, but 25 Coronar. No! I'm actually hella jealous. I would love to get the Coronar pull. Yeah, Kevin, that's how I feel, man. It's my times just blend together. I mean, keep in mind that I work 7 days, so like it's tough for me to differentiate days because I work every day. So it's all the same to me. It's all the same to me. Ask me 25 Newton, I'll give you 25 Coronar. I think I've got like 3 Newton. Let me see how many blueprints to the Newtons I got. Battleship. Let's see, Intrepid. I've got 2 Newtons, yeah. I'll give you 2. Because I don't plan on building the Fed ships in the 40s. So thank you, Fresco. Appreciate it. Yeah, Corey, like I'm very grateful to be able to work for y'all and help y'all and be a content creator, but I do work 7 days and I don't take days off. I don't take days off. What tier should I take my Enterprise at Ops 34? Generally tier 4, tier 5 is before you push to level 39. And I did talk about that in my camping at level 35 video. Wouldn't it be nice if we could give bloopers to the other world? There's a whole reason they don't want you to give blueprints away. It'll cost them money. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. If you can get free ones from your alliance mates, you ain't gonna buy them. So, well, also remember Usay that taxes are generally higher in the UK. Now I'll say I'm a self-employed person in the US, so my tax rate's pretty freaking high. But generally for the average person, taxes are lower here than the UK. Enterprise has been stuck at tier 4 for weeks now, and I can't seem to source 3-star gas for life of me. Any advice? Scrap Tauruses. Scrap the 2-star Taurus. Build a ton of them and scrap them. They'll give you about another 100 gas a week, 400 a month. That will help you expedite that process a little bit. Scout, get your butt here. I got to chase a scout with an auger. Thankfully, I've got some impulse speed research. Let's scan. How fast can you fly? Scan, scan, scan. How fast do you fly? Impulse of 80. Impulse of 80. Wait, impulse of 97. Oh, hell yeah, we're gonna catch you. Oh yeah, you're gonna die. We are gonna die. No, fair enough, Graduate McCaden. Yeah, yeah, how about that? That's when we like that impulse speed research. Suck it, Federation Scout. Suck it. Would be nice to have a universal BP. Well, sure, Richard, of course it would be. Once again, this goes back to the game. How does the game make money off that? Now, I'm not trying to be super judgy, scopely, and support them or anything shilly, but let's be real. Every game is made to make money. How's that going to happen? Yeah. All right. Did I finish this one? I need one more. Then I can warp home. One more. Hey, Junior, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, Harrison, I've spent a lot on the baby, which I'm still waiting on the bill from the hospital because the mother of the baby, she's allergic to certain medicines, so they couldn't give the baby certain things. The baby had to stay an extra day. Not that he was in trouble, just that he couldn't take certain medicines, so he had to stay an extra day for observation. So I got an extra day on the bill. Yay! Woohoo! Can't wait to pay for that overpriced cafeteria food. Yay! Yeah, baby, and everybody's fine. So thank you for asking. This new 4-star tree is awful. I know you're not happy about it. Is it defo still an avoid? Yeah, for me, I'm still avoiding it until the economy gets addressed. When the economy improves to justify dumping into it, I will dump into it. But until that happens, I am not. Another project could be improving drastically the amalgam ship shield tracker mechanics. Yes, that's been a big complaint for me. Big complaint. So, I mean, I just pulled 3 amalgam yesterday and got basically nothing. So, I appreciate you following my advice. You don't have to, but yeah. Okay, I'm alive, so there's that. We love to hear that. Let's keep it moving. Who's got more questions for the game? We've been streaming around an hour. By the way, there's 450 people here. Hit the like button if you're here right now. If you have game questions, I need you to drop them now so I can answer them. Hit the like button as well. It helps out the channel. Have any whales informed you of where to grind 5-star BPs? No. No. Let's see, the scrap Stella immediately or tier up then scrap, not use scrapping ships. So Carrier, actually, I just put out a video for this like last week. And generally, I'm going to scrap tier 4, sometimes tier 5, tier 7, and tier 9. The short answer is the higher tier you get with level matching. So like tier 9, level 45, much better return on your investment. Check out that video if you have questions, but that's going to be the general direction I point you. Are we done with upgrading the treasury events? Been holding parts? I haven't been holding my treasury parts, man. I mean, if they bring another event back, cool, but we've actually asked about that and not got told another one's coming. So I'm getting better cargo capacity and mining speeds. I'm just going to keep upgrading mine. So same thing with my exocomp factory, which I can finally take to another level now. It doesn't really change anything, but it gets me another level. So yeah, I have not been holding off on that. I've been going through it. Nothing's happened to the holodeck. What do you mean? The holodeck's fine. I've watched your video into the 40s. Is there an argument for going to 42 instead of 41? Yes. 41 is my camp spot. So your lines be able to dock on your space station one day? I have no idea. Have no idea. Marius, it's because there's a Strange New World episode that deals with music. That's why. You have 2 Stellas. I'll scrap one as soon as it's max tier and start over for the material research. That's smart. That reminds me, I do need to go in and do my faction turn-ins for the day. Let's start at the very bottom and work our way up. Do I need more directives? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Turn this in. Thank you. Thank you. Turn this in. Thank you. Thank you. Got to do this every time. All of them. All right, good. I can still afford this one. Can I afford one of these? No! All right, I got to do more grinding. Dang it. Darn you. Damn that man. All right. Now I got to get more research credits. All right, done with this one for the day. Now go up to augment. I'm gonna pull this to get my transporter patterns. Yay, transporter patterns. And that's all I need for now. What levels of Franklin need to be at 41 and 43? So if you're scrapping a Franklin to get the Franklin A, it needs to be tier 9 level 41. Tier 9 level 41. Yay. Huh? Oh, so it's the grind I'm doing. I'm like, what the hell did I do? And yes, ISO, bonus refinery tomorrow. Very exciting. All right, let me respond to Dev Room real quick. All right, cool. I'm trying to help them with the lag. So trying to help our EU players that are experiencing lag, trying to help direct the dev team. Honestly, any server that's experiencing lag, we'd need to know, but yeah. Do they have a clear timeline for when incursions are for each server? Yes, well, we do. We know when the incursion events start, which is this upcoming with the 11th, but you'll get a full list of that dropping in a news article very soon. Yeah, 184, 132, 131, 143. Yeah, almost all EU servers are going to be that problem. And now, if you are on a US server experiencing it, please let me know. But so far in our stream today, where y'all are here, it's been almost all European players talking about lag. So the second incursion is 27th. I'd have to pull up my, hold on. I'll give you an accurate answer. The second incursion event is the 25th through the 27th. 25th through the 27th. It'd be helpful to know if my server will be on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. That I don't have for you, Chris. I'm level 41, very behind on ship tiering and just got the ISS Jelly. Is it tier 2 and my highest tier 3 epic is my Augur tier 5? Should I focus on the 3 stars or the Jelly? Why not both? Because they don't take resources from each other. Why not both? Also get to level 42. You're in a dead spot. You're in a dead spot. But since they don't take resources from each other to do both, you can actually argue the epics are more important than the ISS Jelly. You'll have treasury every month, Graduate Makeda. The plan was for the treasury to be an every month thing. Like it's a forever mechanic. Last day of school, congratulations. One day will be the last time you pick up your kids. You'll never know when that is. Okay. Random, thank you. Thank you. Any point in going for Uhura or Ortegas if you don't get Stranger World Pike? Yes, 100%. You're going to want that crew. Whether it's now or in the future, you're going to want that crew. So I'm trying to at least do, if nothing else, I'm going to try to complete every SMS. Oh, okay, Hito, my bad. I was like, I'm just reading chat. I'm trying to answer everybody. Hey, Kramer, I really try to answer everybody that I can. I have chosen to not level up or even promote many uncommon officers, along with most other commons. Any benefit to leveling up or promoting uncommons? The only benefit is if you need to do it to complete an event, like you need to spend XP. Most of them don't have the stats needed to justify using. There are a couple that are uncommons that are really good for away teams, and you would want those to have stats. For example, Sulu, one of the only characters in the game to have the pilot trait. You kind of do want to invest in the pilot trait, and thus you'd probably want him to be leveled so he has somewhat decent stats for the event. But no, in general, you don't want to invest in uncommons. There are very few uncommons you want to invest in. A Claw is a decent uncommon to invest in, just because you're using for impulse and then the stats. Sulu for the away teams, but in Chen, obviously, but most of them, no. Yes, while Chen has pilot cyber, Chen's probably always going to be on your ship. Chen's probably always going to be on your ship. DJ Oki and Zhao are two uncommons worth upgrading. Those are good ones, but they need to be maxed. Got to point that out. They really need to be maxed to be effective. Tier 4 maybe. But even though Chen has good traits, you usually don't want to ever put her on an away team. So I've actually not invested into her traits because she never leaves my ships. I send out Chen if I need a third pilot ATA and it's overnight. Yeah, go for it. I don't want to do, I don't ever want to forget her. She's just too freaking important. She's just too freaking important. Did you know there are places in your house that you have never touched and or will touch again? What is with the random like dad facts coming through the chat today? It's different. It's different. Also, the event packs. Y'all know I'm met on packs, so I'm never going to get super excited about packs. Obviously, I'm going to tell you the $20 battle pass has value. I don't ever go for officer packs. They're not valuable to me. DJ likes some of the officer packs, and there's some of them that, like, items to dollar are worth it. It's just, for me, I don't really go to, I'm not buying any of the Cerritos stuff. Now, the July Elite Pack, if I want to spend $100, this is valuable. I love this edition, by the way. I don't think we've talked about this on the stream so far. In terms of UI updates, I love this. This was fantastic because so many people are always confused. What do I get from this pack? So you get all of this for buying it once. And then once a day for 30 days, you can get all this. And then it'll total up to this amount. I love this UI update. It really shows the value of these elite packs. Now, they still need to update like the choice pack and the smaller version packs of this. But man, this was a fantastic UI update for those who are willing to spend. Now, if you're never going to spend on it, then don't worry about it. But this was huge for me. This was huge for me. Absolutely loved it. Love this UI update. Yeah, the red numbers are annoying, but this was nice. This I liked. This gets no complaints from revs. Yeah, Cam King, nobody has them yet. Don't worry about it. Let's see, we got to repair this because we're getting bloated up. We're getting bloated up. For me, the Franco is absolutely useless. Will the Franklin be any different? Yes, 1,000,000% yes. And it's surprised that the Franklin was useless for you. Surprised that the Franklin was useless for you. Okay. Hot dog is in fact a sandwich, yes. And cereal is a soup. Quesadillas are a sandwich. If you do the faction rep researches and scan a hostile, is that rep number you have in your researches factored in? No, it is not, Justin. Tacos are also a sandwich. Tacos are also a sandwich. At 80 million ROM rep, do dailies pay a lot more? Also, is Tiger Core still best? Well, Tiger Core is best for Federation rep, not Romulan rep. It's like Ortegas and Uhura have exactly the same stats. Well, they don't have the same ability, if that's what you're asking, but they are both rare officers. Did you know a hot dog is just pureed meat wrapped in animal intestine? Yeah, just like every other sausage, for sure. Hey, Tomb World, I'm about to blow your mind. Make a hot dog and then set it and let it fall to its side. You just made a sandwich. Bam. Bloop. Bam. Sandwich. Bam. Hey, don't start talking about Taco Bell. I'm going to have to go get it. I'm already fat enough. How you doing, Bond? Good to see you. Good to see you. What's best? So Federation systems are going to pay out the most ROM rep. Romulan systems are going to pay out the most Klingon. Klingon systems are going to pay out the most Federation. And around the world we turn. Can we complete an incursion for level 19 systems? Or we need to be... So you can compete in incursions in levels 1 through 19. It's going to be a little bit harder, but those systems just allow you to use shields. No poker, because nobody has those officers yet. So I haven't made any logs with it yet. Realistically, what level do you need to be to make participating in the incursion worth it? Level 25 and up. I think anybody can, find some value and contribute. But I'm also one of those people, I'm going to give incursions a chance. I'm going to give incursions a chance and see how it works out. Oh, look, I'm almost done. Just been sitting here with y'all. I really don't know if I'm going to go after this, though. 1.4 million isn't terribly high, so maybe. And you do get a full unlock of both. I might do it. We'll see what it ends up looking like. See what it ends up looking like. Also note the incursions can come to you at level 19. Correct. Level 1 through 19 just simply allows you to shield. That's it. Is the 76 shards a 2-tier unlock? It is. Isn't it? Yeah. Hold on. Let me see the stats. I think it is a tier 2 unlock. For Ortega's, you need 38 to unlock, 55 to go to tier 2. So it's not a full tier 2 unlock. It's not a full tier 2 unlock. So if you get to rank 2, you're getting a full unlock. If you get to rank 3, you'll probably be able to unlock them through SMSs and battle passes. Have I done the Cipher? We did do the Cipher. Yes, we did. Best PvP crew for Enterprise. Depends on what you're fighting. But TOS Cerritos or her Honor Guard Worf is a good one. Is a good one. Is the server we're going against our likely server merge partner? Not necessarily, Mox. No, not necessarily. I'm doing fine, Chris. Thank you for asking. Best system to grind character XP? Taigo Core. Taigo Core. The easiest way to find out what server you're on is to simply ask in Galaxy Chat. However, you can put your phone or your device in a state of error. Basically, just log in from another location, and then that error screen will list your server number in it. Wow. There will be a news article coming out in-game about incursions soon. Yes, participating in incursions will help you build and upgrade the building. Got to 39 a few weeks ago. I've been wondering for how long I should camp as a free-to-play. It's not about time. It's about how many things that you complete. And I have a list of tasks I recommend. I have a video about camping at level 39, and then eventually I want you to go to level 42. But yeah, it's more about completing tasks than it is about time. Ops 37 does not get Parabellum, William. Ops 39 is where you get Parabellum. So you got to get to level 39 to get Parabellum. Are you able to share anything about the incursion events we could expect and or prep for? I mean, one of them is a PvP event, but there will be a news post coming out relatively soon. So will Una only be unlockable through incursion events? That is the meta. Honestly, even through incursion events, you're not going to fully unlock Una, I don't believe. You are going to need to spin. All right, what else we got? Any reason not stay at 37? Yeah, don't stay at 37. Can you ask devs to do something score-wise for EU server to help those hit by lag? Like I said, I have been passing up for the past hour about the EU servers that are lagging. I can only wait for them to answer. I can only wait for them to answer. But I will continue to pass along y'all's feedback. So what I would like to know, if possible, incursions needs a generic PvP crew. What would you recommend? A generic PvP crew is this one. This is a universal any ship generic PvP. Now remember, generic means not good. Generic means it will not consistently beat everything. Do I need it? Yeah. That way you can make sure you see the officers. Generic means you will not consistently beat everything. But in terms of one of the best generic crews, this is one of the best generic crews. It is a critical build with some mitigation. Critical build with some mitigation. You could change it up a little bit and run like 5 of 10 as captain if you want to have more guaranteed upfront mitigation, and then Gorkon and Honor Guard Worf. But remember, generalized is generally not going to be the best. What's the preferred TOS PvP crew? So with the TOS officers, it really depends on what's fighting you. For example, TOS Uhura as captain if anybody's fighting you with Honor Guard War. So TOS Uhura as captain, TOS Kirk, and then something like Honor Guard Worf or Trinity officer. But that really depends on what's fighting you. And that is an anti-critical build. So if you're used to seeing a ton of critical builds, then you're going to want to run that. You can also run, if you want to keep it more generic, TOS Uhura Captain, TOS Kirk, and then TOS Spock as a crew. TOS Spock, though, really needs to be a high-level card. Like a tier 1, tier 2 TOS Spock is pretty much useless. You have to really work on leveling him up, in my opinion, to use him. What crew would you suggest to be most efficient and quickly level a ship? Is the most annoying part for me for continually scrapping. Pipe Moreau Chin and just hit. That's what I do. If you click on any player ships, you see a home and a number. This not the server. So what that is that's just part of the new mechanic that's coming up. So, and all that is doing is denoting that you're on the home server, and there will be different ways to denote incoming players from other spots. That's all that is. Is there a way to disable all those new annoying red notifications? No. We are simply telling them how bad they are and hoping they listen. We are informing them how annoying they are, though. Don't worry. Is Captain Killy Lorca Honor Guard Worf? Yes, that's what I just pointed out. Talon Pike Goon for max XP. Yes, that's a good one, Tiberius, but you're not going to get maximum kills. So it's an efficiency thing there. Where are you flying to get the kills? If you're living in a system, then yeah, that makes sense. Oh, come on. Somebody's sitting on my node. You booger. Aside from ship PvP, what other scoring and mechanics can we see? Well, generally other types of events, like your generic events. You'll see soon, man. Be patient. So that works on the Enterprise too, or will you need a Kirk? I mean, on the Enterprise, you always prefer to run a Kirk. Yes, you could run that crew on the Enterprise. Like I said, that crew will work on any ship. Is it the most effective? No. But you asked me for a general crew. Yes, you could run that on the Enterprise, but will you always want to have Kirk on there? Yeah, I mean, you want to take advantage of that ability. Christopher, that's what keeps people engaged, is curiosity. Come on, I want to finish this event already. I'm ready to finish this event. And then I got to go hunt freaking worms. Stupid worms. Should be the last one, right? All right, well, I'll be able to finish it by hitting worms anyway, so free call. Free call. Who's mining parse steel? What the heck is that? The ceiling for mitigation is 71.2. 71.2. 71.19 for some situations, 71.2 for others. Depends on how the stats round. What level does one have to be for that worm event to start? Low 30s, I think. If you click on fellow players' ships, it will now tell you what server they're on. Correct. To help you identify. And there will also be when we do the incursions, there will also be another ring around the ships to help denote them. Yeah, if you see, whoops, didn't need to scan it. You see here, what is that coming up for? Oh, I clicked my name. But yeah, there you go. Home is server 20. Server 20. Repair, speed ups. Got speed ups for days. That's why I do all my stuff. All right, I would come over here. Marcus plus Yuki, who's the third officer for PvP? Well, what are you fighting, I guess? If you're doing Yuki Marcus, I would also just go ahead and throw in a critical officer, Khan, Honor Guard War, something like that. Final question, best crew for gold hostile bosses. That's going to be a PvP oriented type crew. And who you got? 5, Khan, and then Kirk is a strong anti-hostile crew, but there's a few different ones that you can run. For low level players who just got started, are there any okay crew builds with next gen or cadet crews? For what purpose? Like hostile grinding? Yeah. So next gen LaForge, next gen Crusher, and then Chin/Talon for hostile grinding. I didn't say Honor Guard War for gold. Mark, I said Khan. At least in my head, I said Khan. Did I actually say Honor Guard Wharf? Did you know there's a Lego bridge in Germany that you can walk across? I did not, Derek. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Somebody got a Cerritos buffing things in here? Oh, there's a Cerritos buffing things. Look at that. I should have brought my Cerritos Doritos taco. I didn't think about it. Will we ever be able to turn off the red alert klaxon for battles? Yeah, you can do that now. You can already turn that off. What you talking about, Willis? Wrong button. I keep hitting the wrong button. Go to your settings. Go to general. Sound effects. Turn them off. One of your older videos, you said there was another PvE crew that you didn't want to mention yet. Oh, yeah, we've already done all that. And there's actually been new ones that have come out since then. Short answer, new one that people use a lot is Beverly, or, well, you can use the Beverly one. But 5 of 11, Khan, and Gorkon is a high level one that people use now. But that was, that's back in the day. There's a few different things that have come out, and including the one that I made for the punching up. You saw the punching up video I did? That also was part of that too. Okie dokie. Click this. Hey, Sasuke. Nice. All right. Anyone else notice occasionally the home base background music plays behind the faction? I've never noticed that. No. Of course, I'll be honest. I rarely have the sound turned on. I don't typically keep the sound on. Let's upgrade these. The build times are insane. Doop, boop, 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 boop. All right, got a research done. And 1 of 11 Zal Kirk on Enterprise, the Boimler lower deck only gets interceptors. Random combination, but yeah, I can see how that works. All right, what was I going to do? Research, starships. I wanted to start a Cerritos research because I haven't done it. Nice, Usay. I'm glad it's working for you, my friend. Grab my first legionary. What prime should I get? Prime Stellar Efficiency, Prime Officers, Prime Ore, Prime Gas, Prime Crystal for 3 stars are the main ones early on. Hey, nice. We finished that up. And the Vocalist will be coming out of the dock in 10 minutes. That's nice. I'm rebuilding a Vocalist because I'm scrapping a Vocalist. So that way I'll always have the ship, even if it's tier 1. Even if it's just tier 1. Fly faster, damn it. You slow. Slow. So slow. If y'all haven't already, encourage y'all, join the Discord. I know all 450 people here are not in the Discord. And hey, everybody here could donate $1. That'd be appreciated, but hey, not required. If you don't help out the channel, those are the donate links to the channel. Content creators only make it if y'all help out, so it's appreciated. Other questions y'all have before we wrap up the show today? What other questions y'all have? How does Uno affecting base damage work? Would that apply before all bonuses and research? We'll have to wait and see and make sure that when they say base, they actually mean it. In theory, yes. Even then, not going to be a huge increase. But what's more than likely is this just going to add to research. More than likely just going to add to research. Is it better to max out a ship before scrapping? 100% yes. Yes. The only exceptions to that's going to be like the Franklin to get the Franklin A. When you hinted at a new skin, I was really hoping for a Pike Enterprise. Hey, the hint was accurate. You just didn't get what you wanted, which is fair. So, Did you know umbrellas were once only used by women? Derek, you've been the man of random facts today. Good night, Mark. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. They plan on a Star Trek Enterprise arc. Eventually, yes. The answer is eventually, yes, they will. Eventually, yes, they will. Orange looking skin for the Cerritos is from the last episode, season 2. Correct. Yeah. Do you still anticipate a second Parabellum could be added later this month? I do. I'm very hopeful that that happens. When they run out of ideas, they can do a Pets Month with Porthos, Spot, the dog, etc. Yes, please do. Ever since the update, the ability to see how many Alliance helps for ship repairs is gone. Is Scopely aware? I don't know if they're aware or not. I didn't know people even cared, to be honest with you. But we can ask. We can ask. We can ask. Never hurts to ask. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. I'm glad y'all enjoying the bonus refinery. I'm glad we're able to get my goal of once a month happening. I'm super ecstatic about that. I will be doing more videos. Remember, I'm live again tonight in about 5 hours. I'll be on Twitch tonight. So if you're not on the Twitch channel, come check us out. We will be playing, I think we'll be doing Star Trek tonight. We might do some Diablo as well. If y'all been playing Diablo Immortal, we're there. I will try to post an update on server lag when I get one in my Discord. So if you're not in my Discord, well, join the Discord. And then last but not least, I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. It's awesome that y'all come hang out with me. Live long and prosper. Stay safe there, Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. And if you just sent me $1, hell, it's appreciated. You just said $1 for Rev Deuce. It's literally appreciated. Y'all are amazing. Check y'all in the next one. I'll be live tonight. Videos coming out this morning or tomorrow morning. Bye. I'm just going to stop rambling over my tongue now.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.